Hey everybody, and welcome back. This is day one of my new commission painting vlog. So we're going to be going over the stuff that I'm working on and showing you, well, those projects as they occur. This is primarily for those of you who are having me paint things for you, but also for this is my cat actually being distracted. For those of you who are interested in seeing my work as it happens, this is the vlog for you. So today is actually kind of a snowy day out, and so it makes me happy that I don't actually need to go. Are you looking at the cat's butt? Ugh. This is Bianca, by the way. So it's snowy out. Very happy that I don't have to drive anywhere to go to work. And today I'm actually finishing up some January projects, my very last January project, which I will show you in a minute. But in discussing the weather with my wife last night, she mentioned that, you know, some of the schools were closing and that other businesses in the area were closing, and I said, you know what, my office is staying open all day tomorrow. she wasn't she didn't see the same humor in that I did, because of course she has to drive into work in the snow, and it's not bad. It's not great out there. This actually seems like at least as bad as our last blizzard, quote unquote. But I don't have to go anywhere. I get to stay here. On the other hand, would you stop sitting on my head? On the other hand, here, get down. On the other hand, I have at least one project that I need to ship out, and it's not going to be able to go out today because of the weather. So, you know, there's the good and then there's the bad. But there you are. So I am going to show you what I'm working on. All right, here we have Cygor and Gorgon. And I think you'll be able to see that I've done, well, for one thing, the flesh tones are less fleshy and more furry than the Games Workshop equivalent. And I just didn't like the sort of lanky naked dude look of the studio version. So I used what did I use? Vallejo Khaki Game Air as a base, and then I was using some Liquitex transparent raw umber as the shadow color, and running it through the airbrush. I have a raw umber and I have a burnt umber that I use quite a bit for shading on various things. Usually it's on, they get used on, what do you call it? Terrain projects. They're a little thick, and they're very glossy, but I do like the fact that they're transparent to begin with. That means when you thin them down, especially when you're using airbrush medium, you can build it up very slowly, and you don't have to worry about, you know, slip of the airbrush when you are working on these things. So you can see a lot of work has been done. I spent, I don't know, eight hours or so yesterday working on these two. I also have the Doom Bull in the back there, but he's sort of been left behind by these two. I started out working on the three of them at the same time because they have some uniformity to their colors. But eventually you start focusing on one thing over another, and so it's been these two, and sometimes I'll pick one of them up and I'll work on it for about an hour, and then I'll go back to work on the other. But I am happy with how they're starting to come together. I really like the tongue. Like the color in that really just sort of jumps out at you, like right out of the mouth, as a matter of fact. All right. Well, anyway, so that's where I'm starting today, and what I'm hoping to do, really hoping to do, is to complete these two projects today. I don't know. It's a possibility, and I'll probably talk a little bit about it as the progress continues, but as I really need to get to work, and like I said, these are January projects, not February projects, and this is February 2nd, so I'm already behind this month. I want to get to it, but I will be doing these videos. I will be continuing, and I will be adding to, and it's important for me to do it. So I'm going to go do it, get some work done. I'll come back, we'll talk. So things are really coming along. This guy's just about done. I like how the bell turned out. The glow is pretty cool. I also like his eyes. I like that red that's popping off of there. You know, you can see I've taken some liberties with, at least with compared to the Studio Team version. I'm also quite fond of the rust on the blades there. He still needs a clear coat, still needs the base to be finished, but I'm going to do all the bases at the same time, and I'm going to do all the clear coat at the same time. So this one's going to sit for a bit, and I'm going to start work on the other. And then, with any luck, I'll finish that one today, and then we can get to the Doom Bull. But we'll see, and I'll let you know how it's coming. See you in a bit. So now this guy is pretty much done, again, except for the base. The tough part about these guys is just there's so much little detail to work on, like 100 little skulls and dangly bits and all kinds of stuff. One of the things I did, you may not be able to see it because it's really subtle, but he's got a lot of kind of varicose veinage going on, and I used the blue glaze to just go over those and accentuate them and give them that kind of varicose vein look. But I think he came out pretty well. Another little detail here is that statue that he's holding. That's a really simple process of getting the color on there. That was Vallejo Cold Gray. Let's see if we can... this thing doesn't like to get real close. It's Vallejo Cold Gray. There we go. And then a wash of Nuln Oil, and then a dry brush of Cold Gray, and then a another wash, but this time with Athonian Camo Shade. And the Camo Shade is great. It's a brown green, And for this statue, I really wanted it to be pretty old. So using the brown green gave it a nice mossy look. Anyway, so that's going to be it for today because I've done pretty much everything that I'm going to do. And these guys, like I said, they're pretty much ready to go. Everything but basing. And then I just need to do the Doom Bull, get him finished up, and then I can do the bases on all of them and call that done. So that's all going to happen tomorrow for sure. And that's going to be it for today, though. But thanks for watching, and I will talk to you all later.